Hi everybody, welcome back and thanks for tuning in. So ever since I got those oil leaks fixed on the Fordson Major Diesel here, I've gotten some more motivation for the project. The next thing I want to focus on is the wheels and tires, basically because all four wheels are wrong and all four tires are wrong for this tractor. As far as what the original look would have been, I want to get rid of these turf tires and I want to get rid of these short, fat wheels. The tire on it right now is a 16.9 by 26. So like I said, they're too short and they're too fat. And if you look at the tractor from the profile here, you can see that it's squatting just a little bit in the back. With the original equipment, the rear wheels were taller and the tractor sat more level. Finding new wheels and tires for a 1955 Fordson Major Diesel in Idaho, USA is not an easy task. I had already given up on the possibility of finding original cast front wheels and the original type of rear wheels. It's just not something that was going to happen. So my secondary task was to find four wheels that fit this tractor that were skinnier and taller. Just in this basic Fordson kind of style like we have here on the rears. Well, nobody to my knowledge is remanufacturing these in any size. And any kind of used wheels in the categories I just mentioned are just about impossible to find as well. But I tried. I checked with an outfit in the United Kingdom. I checked with a place up in the Netherlands. I checked with a place in Canada. And long story short, I asked AI. I said, where can I find some rear wheels for my Fordson Major Diesel? And I even put the sizes in and everything else. And it popped up with a response that, hey, there's a guy out in Central Washington that has two wheels that might fit your criteria. And when I say Washington, I mean Central Washington State, the Pacific Northwest, which is the neighboring state to us to the west. So I plugged in the address on the Google Maps and said it was only about a 5.5 hour drive each way. So I talked to my wife and she said she might be interested in going with me. And so I called the gentleman and I said, listen, I'm interested in the wheels, but I'm not going to be able to pick them up for 2 or 3 weeks because we had some other stuff going on. And he said, no problem. Just give me a credit card number to hold them and you can pick them up whenever you want. I asked the man if we could take some video of his yard there and just do a walk around so I could show you guys. Firstly, on the left here, these first two blue ones, I think are both Fordsons. Not sure about the model of them. But I know he had the remains of at least one Fordson Major Diesel out there because he told me he did. Actually, I think it's coming up here pretty quick on the left, this next blue one. Anyway, he had torque tubes and axles and wheels and tires and wheel weights and this and that and the other. And this was all the stuff that was outside. He had at least 3 shipping containers that we also walked through, full of newer parts and parts that, he didn't want to leave out in the elements, like PTOs and transmissions and steering parts and engine parts. Now, when I first walked up to these in his salvage yard, I said, oh man, those are not 12-inch rims. Those are not 13-inch rims. Those are like 15 or 16. And I drove all this way. Well, there's some kind of optical illusion going on here, because if I hold up the tape from outer edge to outer edge, we're looking at about 13 inches. I don't know what it is about this, but that looks like a much wider rim than that to me. And then if you measure it from inside bead to inside bead, it's 12 inches. So in this case, I could not trust my eyes. I had to ask him for a measuring tape while we were there, and sure enough, they're about 3 inches skinnier than the ones on the tractor. So in the end, we're going to end up with wheels and tires that are about 3 inches narrower and about 4 inches larger in diameter. Plus, I'm going to put on more traditional tractor type tires in the rear. And I think it's going to look 100% better. Now, the wheel on the left here is in very good condition. It just needs to be blasted and powder coated. But the wheel on the right here has some rot around the old valve stem hole, which I think was there. So for those of you that watched the video on that John Deere B when I repaired that bad rear wheel, it was basically just like this. And by now, I'm sure you've noticed these 2 weights down here. I saw this on his website and the quantity just said 1. So I said, well, that's too bad. I'll just ask him when I get out there, see if he happens to have 2. If not, I said, I probably won't buy the 1 because I'll probably never find another one that matches this. But when I went out there, he actually had a matching pair of these things, which just completely blew me away. And if you look at the logo right there, that is the English Ford original equipment manufacturer, stamping or casting. So not only did he have a pair of wheel weights, but they're both original equipment, English Ford. Of course, the outer bolt pattern here, which is kind of like a star of 5 holes, matches the holes on both of these wheels perfectly. So these are going to bolt right up to the wheels that I got, and I think they're going to give the tractor sort of a more authentic, original look in the rear. I don't normally like to talk about price and the cost of things too much on my channel because that's not what I'm about. But I thought in this case you guys might be interested to know the good wheel, we'll call it, the one without the rot, was $275. The bad wheel with the rot was $175. The wheel weights were $100 a piece for a total of $620 for everything. So for the front wheels, I had already purchased these from someplace else online a few weeks ago. Long story short, these are going to be about 3 to 4 inches skinnier, and they're going to be about 2 inches larger in diameter. So we're going to also get rid of these short, squatty, fat wheels and tires in the front. So we're basically going to end up with a 2-inch lift in the rear and about a 1-inch lift in the front. So I think that's going to level the tractor out if you look at the profile a little bit more, so it's not squatting quite as much. But I think I can fix that by choosing the correct rear tires for these new rims. So I think when it's all said and done, I think the tractor's going to sit pretty level. And because these didn't cost me an arm and a leg, I have a little bit of money left over to get these properly media blasted and powder coated. Plus I'm going to get the new front wheels powder coated as well. So I can afford all that stuff right now, but it's going to take me a little bit longer to save up for 4 new tires and 4 new tubes as well. But that's okay. I'm a patient guy, and we got plenty of other stuff to work on around here. So I just wanted to give you a quick update on the Fordson, tell you a little bit about the wheels, a little bit about our trip. I think it was quite worth it, and I'm excited to keep going on this tractor now. Please subscribe if you haven't done that already. Leave a comment. I love to read them, and I hope to see you guys on the next video.